Well, that's a very good story, really, or a very good question. I've worked in financial background all my career. I'm a qualified chartered accountant, having first started with Arthur Anderson many, many years ago now, and then gone on through commercial roles in the likes of Pepsi, Diageo, Compass Group, Lonro, and most recently with Wasps. The story of how I came to be specifically at Wasps is quite interesting. A very good friend of mine, Nick Eastwood, who is now our deputy chairman and was previously CEO, he and I used to work together when he was at the RFU and I was at Compass. And Wasps were looking for some external help to manage the process of acquiring the Ricoh Arena and moving the club. And Nick and I literally had a chat on the phone, had a coffee together, and I said, yeah, why not? So I got involved initially on an interim basis to help with the purchase of the arena. Once we completed that, I sort of got involved in helping with the transition from London to Coventry. And then after that, Derek Richardson, our owner, said, well, look, you're obviously loving this so much, so why don't you stay on and be CEO? So that's really the story of how I got here. Well, in some senses, there's a lot of commonality, and it's an easy transition. Some of the worlds like Diageo and Pepsi, where the consumer focus is vital, is common. But there are a lot of surprises and unique features to the world of sport as well. Probably the hardest one is the unpredictability of how the product's going to perform on the pitch. We can do everything right behind the scenes and the team can lose. Things can be going wrong all over the place but we win on the pitch. And everyone's had a great weekend. So it's a slightly unpredictable nature is certainly a new element to me, which of course I'm enjoying enormously. I'm a rugby fan by origin, by background, and so being involved with the sport itself is a fantastic opportunity. But there's always surprises, and they're nearly always caused by what happens on the pitch. Well, I think one of the things I've focused on a lot and I've got the team focused on is the importance of the customer experience. It's something that as a sports club it may not initially be the focus of the business, but in a much larger environment that we have here now at the Ricoh, we need to be much more of a consumer focused business, customer experience focused business. One of the things that I learned early in my career, in fact in my time with Pepsi, is that in the fast food world, for example, customers make 85% of their purchase decision based on customer experience, not on food choice. So we're passionate about customer experience here at Wasps, and that's not only on a Wasps match day, but on everything we do for everything else that we host here in the venue. Whether it's a football match, a concert, or a big exhibition, we're becoming more and more and more focused on the customer and the customer experience element of what we do. Well, I think in areas such as our intern programs and others, it's the ability to capture and display the enthusiasm of the sporting world, but to bring that commercial view to it as well. So whether that's hiring a senior individual or a more junior individual, you're always looking to see that they've got that understanding not only of the sports side, which is typically the glamorous part, but also the commercial part, and they understand the customer service journey and why we do what we do. So we're always looking to try and find people who are capable of doing both, which is there's plenty of good people about with those skill sets, but that's what we look for. That's a very difficult question. Single piece of advice. I'm not sure there's ever one single piece of advice, in that I've worked with some very talented senior management in my career. Possibly the most important is back to this point about always understand exactly what the customer wants. Put yourself in the customer's shoes and understand why they're coming here, why they're bringing an event here, why they've come to watch a football match or whatever they're doing. Put yourself in their shoes and give them what they want.